was kind of weird because I didn't feel like, you know, I had the money to buy both pairs, obviously. But I didn't feel like, you know, beating anybody in the head for them. And I really usually don't beat anybody in the head for pricing on certain things. But this release, I was more prone to keeping it. So I only really charged them what it would cost to buy 2 pairs. So, and then that's less than what people are paying right now. So, you know, that's a good deal for him. And, you know, it works out because on his end was hassle-free. He paid, no issues. People have references. He had references. That's a big thing, man. If you guys are doing business deals online, whether it be through Facebook or Twitter, and I've done a lot of stuff through Twitter, so you know, shout out to all the people that I've done business deals with on Twitter. You know, hassle-free so far. I haven't had any issues, thank goodness. But always legit check people. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not beyond the realm of reasonability to go ahead and legit check somebody. If you know, you're the seller, you have the product, they're more than likely obviously going to want to buy legit sneakers, or whatever it is. You know, they want a legit business transaction, and they're going to probably legit check you and probably see if you have any references. And if they don't, then that's fine. You know, you might have a good standing in the community, and they might just know that you're not going to do anything like that, just from, you know, maybe hearing about you or whatever the case may be. But it doesn't, you know, it doesn't hurt for you to legit check your buyer, especially the way the PayPal is. And a lot of these payment processors are, you never know if somebody that you sell something to is going to go ahead and do a chargeback, because it is possible. And it sucks, man, because honestly, with PayPal and, you know, pretty much any payment processor at this point, just PayPal happens to be the biggest one, so that's the, you know, that's the one I'll use. But, you know, when they, you know, when somebody can do a chargeback up to 6 months later on something that they purchased, it kind of sucks, because then you go into the negatives and it's just a big shit show. It's happened to me before. I've been scammed on PayPal before. I've been had my PayPal hacked into before. And to be honest with you, the only reason PayPal has ever helped me or sided on my side is because I've done hundreds of transactions and never had an issue with it. And that's more than likely why I've always either got my money back or had them side with me. But if it's somebody like you're starting out and you're just new to it, you have a very high possibility of losing a lot of money, your shoes, just a lot of headache, and then, you know, you kind of get burned and you never want to do it again. Or some people go the opposite end and they want to screw over the next guy. So, you know, just be mindful of who you're doing business deals with. Legit check people if you feel like, you know, the need to. A lot of people, there's a scam going around, and I will tell you guys of the scam going around, that there's people that are saying that they'll pay over what you want. Now, if you have something, you know, and I know a lot of you guys, you know, some of you guys are younger, whatever the case may be. I've gotten a lot of messages and stuff like that from a lot of you younger guys. And it's just, you know, if it's too good to be true, more likely is. That's the old adage, and it holds true. Because if you put up a pair, say for example, we'll say Yeezys. If I put up this pair of Yeezys right now for $500, and I say, you know, $500, that's around market price right now, $500, I'll say 510 shipped. So do 510 ship, and, you know, it'll get shipped out today. And then I have somebody, you know, hit me up in the inbox or DM me or whatever the case may be and say, hey, listen, I'll give you $570 if you can ship them tomorrow, or you can ship them overnight today. So, you know, $570 from the $510 that you wanted, you know, you might lose an extra maybe $20 in shipping, but you've gained like 30. So some people will take that. You know, people will be like, oh yeah, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying, you pay me the $570 now, and I just ship it. I'm just gonna ship it to you anyway today, and you just get it tomorrow. The main thing with that is that a lot of the times what they'll do is they will go ahead and either send you a fake PayPal invoice, which if anyone ever tells you or sends you or asks you for your email, you should always ask for the buyer's email, for the simple fact that you're gonna send them an invoice. And when you send them an invoice, you're gonna make it as detailed as possible. And if you guys want a template, let me know, and I'll put it in one of my videos or whatever the case may be, and I might put it in the description of this one, depending if I break this up from a vlog to something else. But regardless of the fact, make it as detailed as possible, and, you know, let them know, like, hey, listen, I sent you the invoice, and if you pay it, and when it's paid, you know, you'll get your notification that it's paid. if anyone ever asks you for in your email, there's no reason for that, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna send you a fake, bogus PayPal email, and it's gonna say something at paypal.com. It's not gonna be from PayPal themselves. PayPal doesn't send you money or send you money notifications telling you that somebody paid you, and it say that, oh, once it shows that it's shipped, then we'll release your funds. That's usually through eBay, and it shows held in your PayPal balance. So a lot of the times what these guys will do, they'll say, oh yeah, listen, I paid you this, that, and the third. Go ahead and ship the shoes overnight to me. Now the overnight is so you don't catch the jig. So send them overnight to me, and once I put that I've received them, then PayPal will release your money. So naturally, what you're gonna do is you're gonna do one of two things. You're gonna say, okay, no problem, I'm gonna ship you the shoes out, and go and ship the shoes out and never see them again. Or two, what you're gonna do is, if you're a smart individual, you're going to look in your PayPal, and you're gonna say, hey, listen, wait a minute, my PayPal doesn't show anything, right? Because there's nothing that's been transacted between the two of you. You're gonna say, listen, my PayPal doesn't show anything, it doesn't show pending, nothing. And then what that person is gonna tell you is that, oh, no, don't worry about it. I know I did pay it, and don't worry about it. But once, just read the email, whatever the email says, after I receive them, then you'll get the payment, blah, blah, blah. From there, you'll do one of two things. You'll realize it is a scam, or you're gonna go ahead and be like, oh, okay, no problem, especially if you're new to PayPal, and you're gonna ship the shoes out, never to be seen again. So that particular scam I haven't fell for, but there are other things out there. People saying that the shit is fake when they get it, and then they'll ship you back nonsense. I've had people send me back a pair of shoes, excuse me, some bogus ass shoes, and it wasn't even like camel foams, for example. I sold my camel foams a while ago, maybe a couple years ago, and somebody said that they were fake, held up my PayPal, tried to screw me over, and they wound up sending me a pair of shoes back, but obviously they weren't the camel foams. They were something completely different. So I took the L on that. Unfortunately for him, is that he was in Miami or something, and I just sent him a message, obviously, because he had given me his phone number, and I just kind of asked around and asked anybody if they knew of the kid and had dealt with him before locally. And mind you, Miami's maybe like about 2 hours from me, 2.5 hours. So, I messaged some people, and I was like, hey, listen, this guy did this, that, and the third. If anybody knows or have any leads on him, just let me know. Lo and behold, somebody I guess had gotten burned by him before with some fake money. And, they pulled up on him, and, I wound up getting my shoes back. So, sometimes it works out. It works out in the end, but sometimes it doesn't. Just good thing that I know a decent amount of people in the sneaker community where I can, call in that favor, where somebody could, look out for me in that fashion. Also while, getting some justice for himself as well. But I did wind up getting the shoes back, got the box back and everything, and I wound up selling them at SneakerCon. So, a lot of the times it's unless you have a real good reputation, sometimes it's really good to sell through consignment shops, because you have that added security. Sometimes it's really good to sell through consignment websites or through consignment apps. So, just do your research before you get into it, before you jump into it. You don't want to lose 220 bucks, but you don't want to lose even more than that. You don't want to lose possibly $400 and something dollars. Because at this rate, something happens. Say for example, something were to happen with the Yeezys, is $234 after tax in my state. You ship them out to somebody, they do a chargeback, because you're not gonna more likely sell them for retail to anybody, unless it's like a really close friend of yours. But say for example, if you sold them for $500 on the low end, or let's say $450 on the low end, you just paid $230 out of your pocket, and somebody paid you $450. So now you're negative the $450, and you lost the $200. So you're out $600 and some odd dollars at that point in time, because you lost $230 in product, and $400 and something now negative in your account. So that being said, keep your eyes open, stay woke. Always do research on people. you know, do legit checks on people. There's nothing wrong with that. If somebody's sketchy about it, then move on to the next person. There's always a customer out there. There's always somebody willing to buy it. So, you know, don't let anybody pressure you to say otherwise.